Good morning to the Ring of Power. Good morning, world. Good morning, beauty. Good morning, rising sun. And good morning to all the ones who listen to this recording. We are coming from the meditation this morning with the question, how would we live our lives if we would not fear death anymore? And I just have to say that we choose this question also because we lost a very close community member. And the more we live in a close community, like in a tribe, we have to face and to embrace the reality of death. And for me, it's always a deep process. And this question for me is a very deep one. It's not easy to find right words, because I feel if we really would integrate death as a reality of the cycle of life, it would change our lives a lot. We would notice that we are so much full of this pain and fear in front of the reality of life. So in our societies we put out the dying, it's happening behind the walls, but it's not part of life. And I feel death is part of life. And at this time where we are living in, we have to face in such a big energy, species are dying, people are dying. And then if I look into my heart and face to the reality, I see the most painful for me is that many people are dying without any sense. It's not a natural death. And this morning I remembered when my mother, she died here in our community. She came some years before she passed over. And there was a moment when she suddenly said to me, if there is one possibility that she believed in God, that God would listen to me, I would ask him to allow me soon to pass over. And she had feared to tell me this because she thought I will be shocked. And I told her, hey Mama, if this is true, if you really want to go, we will find a way. And then it took 1 year. We had the time to prepare ourselves, to look what is still want to be said, what is still want to be shared with my beloved surrounding. And looking at the reality, I feel that we lost this connection to life. And we have fear to live our fully life. And then I notice, okay, many people say I don't have fear of death. And we know that many people kill themselves or they kill others. But what kind of desperation is behind of this? We don't believe that there is the possibility to surrender to reality, and that there is a divine power guiding us if we really trust into it. And when I come in contact with this moment where I lost a beloved person, I always feel it like a birth. And often I have this picture that the soul is telling me, oh, if I would have known this before. And then I ask myself, known what? And then it's, yes, if I would have known that life is directed by universal love, that love is free, and who loves a lot has to learn also to say goodbye. So it's in a unity taking place. And in these days I had this moment, I believe that we live more often than one time, but in every lifetime, every person of us will die. And every one of us will die in a very special way, like we came to the earth, in a very different way than others. And when I trust into this, my life changes. And my role model is, I have to say honest, frankly, it's Peace Pilgrim. When she decided to start her life in a new way and do a pilgrimage towards peace, and really to find the inner peace, and then lived her life without fear. I myself had this experience for half a year, to walk without any money, and really follow the inner guidance day by day. What does my inner voice tell me to do? And then to live in community or in our professions, we often forget that the inner voice or the connection to the divine power is the most important. Do we see the beauty of the sunrise? Do we see the beauty of our surrounding? Are we aware? And are we aware of the beauty of our beloved people? Or are we busy planning things and wanting to control? If we leave the fear of death, we leave also the wish to control our partners, our communities, our surroundings. And then we see that we caused a lot of the wounds. What is happening now on this planet is because we fear the reality of life. And many people go to war because they don't see a possibility to fulfill the love in their lives. And then I would ask myself, how can we act that the